Welcome to episode 3 of Turning $100 into $1 million, the series where I risk a whopping $100 in an attempt to turn it into $1 million for your sake, for your entertainment. If you didn't see the first two episodes, episode 1 and 2, they will be in the description below. Spoiler alert, if you didn't see that last episode, I took on some positions, my first purchases in this series. Before we take a look at the position updates, you should know that we are in a bit of a bear market right now. Another horrible day on Wall Street, another massive 1,000-point drop as of today that I'm filming this. So just keep that in mind. We are still going to be looking at my positions, so if you don't remember, I purchased OXLC and ABR, those ticker symbols, and they are both in the real estate, the fund management, that sort of industry, essentially the investment management, investment banking industry. ABR is more so a real estate investment trust. Let me just extend this for you. Dollar-wise, I am down in OXLC. I am down, that's the unrealized profit and loss right there, so $7 and change in OXLC, and then I'm down $18 and change in ABR. Like I said, bad day on Wall Street. We will see what happens. These aren't necessarily my picks. I wouldn't call this investment advice. All for entertainment purposes only, as we have established before. So if we were to look at my account value now, it would be at not over $100, but under, so 74 cents. And so we are down almost 26 bucks, or that translates to about 26%, because the dollar amount is just about the same, but I have a few dollars in cash. That's how much cash I have, $5.63. But in this video, instead of just showing you what I am down, I just wanted to show you a little bit more into the Webull platform and really all the features that come with the platform. I didn't really go too much into depth into this. So they actually offer a paper trading account, so you can just punch in any number really and start paper trading. Of course, it is not a real trade, as they say here. It's not real money. Just paper trading, just practicing. So that number there of $1 million, that is not my actual account value. That's just the paper trading account if I wanted to play around with paper. And for those who don't know, according to Investopedia, this is the definition of paper trade if you want some more details. So a paper trade is a simulated trade that allows an investor to practice buying and selling without risking real money. And this term dates back to, this is actually something I did not know. I was just assuming it meant monopoly money. The term dates back to a time when, before the proliferation of online trading platforms, aspiring traders would practice on paper before risking money in live markets. I thought it was kind of a reference to monopoly money, something along those lines. That is something interesting. So it's all hypothetical, all practice. And so if I wanted to just throw $1 million at something and see what happens without actually risking $1 million, I can do that. And you could actually just reset over and over again your paper trading account. So even if you're down the entire amount, you can just reset it and start all over and just keep playing around with fake money. That's a cool feature that Webull offers. Robinhood does not offer this. I do know a platform like TD Ameritrade does offer that with their Thinkorswim platform. Of course, you could trade over here, look at your account over here. Then they have this screener, and this is all built in right into the Webull trading platform. Now, you could also do this on a site called FinViz. That's what I actually used to screen stocks for when I was playing around in the old days. And it means financial visualization, finviz.com, finviz.com, you can do that there. And in the screener, you could look for all sorts of factors to essentially just screen out, filter out stocks. So you can look at the region of the stocks. Let's say you wanted to do stocks that are based in China, Canada, or only US. You could do on all the exchanges, or you could tick off which ones you want. So NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange, look at different sectors. So energy, renewable energy, uranium, chemicals, on and on and on, all these sectors. You could filter out what kind of market cap. So if you only want a stock to have a market cap of $1 billion at least, or maximum, you could do that as well. EPS, or earnings per share. So you could punch in that indicator. Let's say you only want a stock that has earnings per share of $1 or more, something along those lines. You can do that here. This is where you get those technical indicators, which I mentioned in the last episodes, where you can have a MACD, Golden Cross, or moving averages over certain periods of time. 3 white soldiers, bullish engulfing, that's a candlestick chart. These are all, or RSI as well, relative strength index. These are all indicators that you can use to screen and analyze stocks. You can also look at analyst ratings, what most analysts are saying, whether or not it's a strong buy, a hold, a sell, anything like that. You could look to see whether or not you could actually short the stock or not, so that's interesting. And of course, you just put in the name of the stock to screen it. And then you could set those screeners so you could actually just have a screener kind of locked in place. Let's say you know that you want a certain combination of indicators and analyzing, then you can just lock those into place. That way you could check your screeners every day. But this is more so for if you are a day trader, someone that likes to trade stocks in very short intervals of time. So this is someone maybe that's day trading, swing trading, some of those lines. That's when you'll be using indicators and something like this. But if you're a long-term investor, then you don't necessarily have to screen stocks so vigorously like this. You just look at more basic things. Warren Buffett, of course, is a long-term investor, but he will read hundreds and thousands of pages, fundamentals and balance sheets every day. So it depends what kind of investor that you are. And you can click here to go to the markets. This just shows you the indices, the S&P 500, Dow Jones, just so you can get a quick glance and visual of that. You could look to see what commodity prices are at, so gold, coal, integrated oil and gas. Of course, oil price is very, very low right now. If you want to scoop up some gas, maybe that would be a good investment as far as for your car. Look at some hot ETFs of the day, of the week. Look at some industries. And if you don't just want the US companies and figures, you can also look at Hong Kong, China stock market, very large as well, one of the largest economies in the world. And these are their different indices. So we have the S&P 500, Dow, they have certain indices along these lines. And you can also look at global, and these just show you all the indices right on the map. This is a good visual here. If you want to look at like the Australian stock market, the European FTSE, that's another big index. There's a global, you can look at Europe only, you can look at Asia only. Cool visual there. And you could also look at the currencies as well. So the euro versus the dollar, the pound sterling versus the dollar, yen versus the dollar, Swiss franc versus the dollar. So you got all your currencies right there, and these are actually changing live. The currency market, I don't believe it ever shuts down. I believe it's 24/7, so you can see this changing live even long after the market has closed, at least the US market. And you can also look at cryptos as well, so it tells you the current Bitcoin price. Bitcoin actually did better than the Dow in the first quarter of the year, so that's something I will probably make a video on. Look out for that. So you got the price of Bitcoin dollar-wise. You got the price of Ethereum. You got the price. This is Bitcoin Cash, I believe, XRP, Ripple, Litecoin, Dash. So all these coins right here. I don't know every single one of them off the top of my head. But you got these cryptos right here for you if you are into that sort of thing. And then you can create over here some watch lists if you just want to watch some stocks. Tells you your positions, and you can create a watch list. These are just the default automatically put on. And some up-to-the-minute, up-to-date, cutting-edge news right here. So just as recent as 10 minutes ago, you got Apple News, and you can create a whole newsletter kind of just your watch list, whatever you want to watch. And we'll shoot out all this news for you, and I'm sure you can create a notification so you can get this news directly to your phone or a notification on your computer. So not much of a change as far as between the last episode and now, other than a few dollars lost. We will see what happens with these two positions. I may end up just selling them in a last-ditch effort, or maybe attempt to hold on to them and see what happens. But we are trying to turn $100 into as much as possible. I do appreciate you watching this series. Subscribe if you don't want to miss any future episodes and videos. New videos every single week posted on my channel. Like the video if you liked it, and see you in the next video.